speak, just feel the tone. Your heartbeat's calling when we're all alone. Every breath you take, I taste it slow. In the silence, let it flow. Your touch draws fire down my spine. In your rhythm, I lose the line. Eyes like midnight, voice like wine. You pull me deep across the sun. The room is moving, bodies close. The bass beneath us softly glows. No sound but whispers, low and pure. Your energy, I'm so unsure. Grab it between our skin. The night begins and I give in. No need for words, no need to speak. The pleasure slow, the tension sweet. Whisper me closer, don't let go. Moving the rhythm soft and low. Every beat electric fire, clean desire, taking me higher. Hold me under neon skies. Deep in your truth, no disguise. Our souls collide, no trace of fear. Just you and me, right here. Your hands draw stories on my skin. Every touch pulls me within. I feel your breath across my face. The night dissolves in our embrace. Our shadows melt into the floor. You lay me where I've been before. No rush, no lies, just slow control. I lose my body, keep my soul. Stay inside this moment's glow. Let the bass keep breathing low. No noise, no time, just heartbeats clear. You disappear, then reappear. Whisper me closer, take it slow. The world fades out, we overflow. Every pulse a sacred fire, clean desire, taking me higher. The night still hums beneath our skin. We fall, we break, we burn, we spin. When it's done, there's nothing left, just your breath and silence. The residual light of the day lingers longer than the sun. In windows where the curtains sway, long after everything is done. Residual light still warm, long after the passing of the storm. Residual light, soft remain, the glow that follows after rain. you carry on, still glowing from light that others left, still warm from it. Are forgiven, where everything looks almost right, in the soft and dim of living. Low light living, this is fine. A slower, softer way to shine. Low light living, warm and dim, right here at the city's rim. Some things only show in low light. Some truths need the lower dose of low light living. This is fine. A slower, softer way to shine. Low light living, warm and dim, right here at the city's rim. Visible enough for me. Back street of the city is the one nobody maps. Not beautiful, not pretty, just the city in its laps of the unremarkable. The back street, mine alone, the route that's fully known. The back street, dark and clear, the most honest route from here. The back street, cold and wide, the city's unremarked inside. Not the boulevard, not the show, just the back street, the below. The city surface, that's the real. The back street, that's the deal. I take the back street home, through the service doors and alleys. The city, when that's the deal. The back street. The city's honest face. Nobody photographs it. Mine. Favorite corner of the bar, the one against the wall, far enough from the guitar, close enough to hear it all, without being asked to join. Favorite corner, always mine. Favorite corner, every time. Favorite corner, dark and wide. Favorite corner, step inside. Favorite corner, always mine. Favorite corner, every time. Favorite corner, dark and wide. Favorite corner, step inside. I have a favorite corner in most places I return to. The slightly darker, slightly warmer, specific spot I've learned to navigate toward instinctively. Favorite corner, always mine. Favorite corner, every time. Favorite corner, dark and wide. Favorite corner, step inside. Favorite corner, someone else is in it tonight. I'll wait, it'll be free by midnight. Always is. The clouds came in without a warning, covered everything in gray. Not threatening, just softly forming a ceiling over yesterday. Cloud cover, hold the sky. Don't explain the reason why. Cloud cover, soft and wide. Let me rest in what you hide. till the hour. I've been counting without reason. There's a strange and quiet power in the pauses between seasons. 11 minutes, that's enough to let go of all the rough. 11 minutes, soft and mine. Everything is almost fine. The clock ticks slow, the room is still. The lamplight hasn't changed its mind. I have more than time to fill with the things I left behind. 11 minutes, that's enough to let go of all the rough. 11 minutes, soft and mine. Everything is almost fine. Not waiting for anything, not hoping for a sign, just sitting in the quiet rain of 11 minutes mine. 11 minutes, still counting, still here. The amber signal blinks above. The intersection no one crossed. In the late hour that I love, when the city counts its losses. Amber signal, hold your beat above the empty amber street. Amber signal, warm and slow. The only light I need to know. I've watched it blink through many evenings, from the window or the corner seat. It doesn't know the silent meanings of the light it keeps repeating. Amber signal, hold your beat above the empty amber street. Amber signal, warm and slow. The only light I need to know. Amber signal. shallow ones before midnight. Something about the 3 and 4 a.m. that makes the ordinary feel right. Deep hours, mine too long. The hours when I'm most alone, and most myself and most at peace with everything I can't release. Deep hours, warm and real, the only time I fully feel. I've made my home in the deep hours, not out of insomnia or pain, but because the pre-dawn powers are softer than the rest of the terrain. Deep hours, mine too warm. The hours when I'm most alone, and most myself and most at peace with everything I can't release. Deep hours, warm and real, the only time I fully feel. Deepest part of night, most alive, I fear. I've been holding my breath for something, not sure what the something is. A change, a word, a quiet becoming, or just the end of all of this. The held breath, waiting still, something gathering its will. The held breath, suspended time, everything paused before its prime. The held breath, mine alone. The quiet before the known. There's a moment just before exhale, when everything is possible and held, when the world could dip in any tale, when nothing yet has been compelled. The held breath, waiting still, something gathering its will. The held breath, suspended time, everything paused for the long night. Copper light. Going golden, going slow. After the signal fades to static, after the frequency goes low, something settles, something automatic. In the quiet only I know how to use. After the signal, just the hum, the sound of everything to come. After the signal, soft release, everything finding its peace. After the signal, cold and white, everything the static provides. In the space where the transmission ends and becomes the condition of the honest and the clear. After the signal, this is here. I've been searching for a cleaner frequency, one that doesn't cut or scratch. But after the signal there's a residency in the static I can actually match with my interior. After the signal, just the hum, the sound of everything to come. After the signal, soft release, everything finding its peace. After the signal, cold and white, everything the static provides. In the space where the transmission ends and becomes the condition of the honest and the clear. After the signal, edge of the frame is where I live. In every photograph and room, the corner that the lens can give the least attention to the womb of the uncentered and the side edge of the frame, mine and real. Edge of the frame, all I feel. Edge of the frame, dark and wide. Edge of the frame, step inside. Edge of the frame, mine and real. Edge of the frame, all I feel. Edge of the frame, dark and wide. Edge of the frame, step inside. I've been at the edge of the frame, in every group and every image. The person slightly out of name, the figure at the edge of the lineage of the important. Edge of the frame, mine and real. Edge of the frame, all I feel. Edge of the frame, dark and wide. Edge of the frame, step inside. Edge of the frame, the most interesting part of any photograph. That's where I've always been, on purpose. soft and warm, the most romantic kind of storm. Still blushing, even now. Especially the cold familiar of the room at this specific hour, the particular ambient gloom that precedes the particular power of sleep, mine and specific. The cold familiar mind to know the particular of the below. The cold familiar dark and clear, the most known version here. The cold familiar wide and real, the specific cold I feel in this room at this hour. The familiar particular power of the cold that's mine alone. The cold familiar, fully known. Not every cold is the same. Each room has its specific version. The cold familiar has a name I've never used. The excursion into naming would reduce it. The cold familiar mind to know the particular of the below. The cold familiar dark and clear, the most known version here. The cold familiar wide and real, the specific cold I feel in this room at this hour. The familiar particular power of the cold that's mine alone. The cold familiar, fully known. The cold familiar, the specific cold, this exact room, this exact hour, mine. Before the morning finds me here, before it asks me who I've been, I wanna hold this dark sincere and everything it holds between. Before morning finds me in this quiet I have made, before morning reminds me of everything the light has said. A few more minutes in the dark that asks nothing. A few more minutes before the day begins, it's asking. Not yet, just a little more dark. Just this. Morning after young